I've been editing for years now, so I thought I'd challenge myself, and so I asked my followers to give me the most random thing to make an ad of, and well, job applications.
Be fucking for real.
Toilet paper. Not me in the toilet while writing this.
Oh, hell.
Your car. That's actually for a future video, so stay tuned for that. Lego flowers. Okay. The thing with these ads is that I'm kind of looking at it like an Apple style ad for some reason. I don't know why. I'm thinking like a 3D animation almost, because I've never really made an ad like actually filming stuff. But this might be the first. Adidas, kind of like that one Air Force One edit you made. Remember that? Okay. Toilet paper. Okay, it seems like toilet paper is a popular choice. Pringles. Ooh. This is more of like a, you know, if Pringles actually DM me, how would I make the ad, you know? A flash drive. This could be cool. It could be like a cool video of like when a flash drive was first invented, but we can make it as like the first ad, you know what I mean? When did the flash drive get invented? Was it before TVs? Wait, no, because they didn't have computers. Energy drink, okay. I've actually been drinking a lot of Red Bull. I think it's bad. Like, I bet you I'm drinking one while I'm editing this video.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So then I started yapping. I had to decide which one I'm actually going with. The three options are toilet paper, Pringles, and then flash drive. So I didn't know which one to choose. So we're just gonna ask Siri. I'm basically just gonna tell Siri to pick a number 1 through 3. Toilet paper is gonna be 1. Pringles is gonna be 2. And flash drive is gonna be 3. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 3.
It's 2.
2. What is 2? Pringles. What do I think about Pringles?
We don't care.
So I went to my local 7-Eleven and they were there. I bought them and then your boy had to drive back. And when I came back, I started sketching out the idea for the ad, and this was actually a pretty cool idea.
So this is the plan for the edit. They're gonna start with a dark scene, as you can see right there. Then it's gonna get closer. Then the cap is gonna come off. Then the camera gets even closer and it starts to go inside, which in the next one is gonna be inside. Then the camera zooms out. The Pringle just goes out flying, and a bunch of them start flying out. And then suddenly they start going back into the container. And then this is basically like the end screen of basically like the product. So it's gonna be the Pringles and their slogan or whatever. There's gonna be a red background. That's the plan.
So by the way, to make this idea come true and look as best as possible, it's gonna have to be 3D. Is that cheating? I found this high resolution model of the container for 10 bucks and this Pringle model for another 10 bucks. So hopefully they look good. I don't have time to be modeling stuff and texturing, so hey.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I imported the models, added textures, and got to animating. I put a few Pringles inside the can, just ready for their big moment. And I set up some nice cinematic angles with some crispy cinematic lighting. And when it came down to the explosion, I manually animated every single chip. Yeah. Took forever, but I think it came out nice. Oh, and by the way, I launched a community where I teach beginner-friendly editing tutorials, and I'll be going all the way up to advanced pro-level stuff. We got a bunch of editors in there on the same grind. I go live every Wednesday and do Q&As plus other stuff. Q&A, bro. Y'all just ask away.
Can you like tell what else you're gonna be teaching?
Bro, anything y'all want. Yo, anybody else got a question for me?
I was actually gonna ask if you think it's still worth it to try and grow an audience on Instagram.
Yo, like, you in the restroom?
Yes, because I'm at work.
What the heck?
I'm locked in, bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
If you want to check it out, click the link in my bio. I kept tweaking everything for hours, and finally I rendered everything, jumped into After Effects for compositing. I added music, sound design, and animated some logos live on Discord while doing that, by the way. And after hours of animating, working hard, and way too many chips later, here's the final result.